recently I've been watching a lot of Logan Paul's podcast called Impaulsive. In his intro, he always says, "Welcome back to Impaulsive. It's the #1 podcast in the world." So I have my intro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever episode of Polarized, the #2 podcast in the world. Today, ladies and gentlemen, today we have Mr. Mr. Ethan. We have an official intro for you, and I'm going to read it for you now. Having over 350 followers on Twitch, having completed nearly 200 animes, maybe he's there by now, achieving 4th place in a Nicktoons Spelling Bee, 3rd place in Bunk Jeopardy, lover of all things Nintendo, one of the most underrated comedic geniuses on the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan.
Oh, there's a lot of really nice things you just said. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. I did some research. I was checking out your anime list. I was checking it out.
God.
I was doing some I was like, how many animes does he see? And I need to put this. This is an important fact to throw in there. Absolutely. Okay. So I have a few topics here, but we're going to start things off with an icebreaker, so to speak. An icebreaker.
All right. Okay.
We're going to do an icebreaker. Let's just run you through the format of what's going on. We're going to do an icebreaker here first. A little activity. You're going to answer these questions. It's like 6 of them. You're going to answer them super fast. It's like a this or that type question. You'll see what I mean in a second. Then we're going to talk about you, about Ethan, about why you're here, about what you're doing here, all these kind of great things. Then we're going to take questions from chat for a little bit, and then we will we'll do a little bit of miscellaneous stuff. Like I have other questions here that maybe are related to you, but maybe just a little less personal. And then we're going to maybe take a couple questions from chat. We're going to play a fun game at the end, and at the very end of stream, we're going to ask you to make a special statement. I know it sounds like a lot. We're going to do it all rather quickly, and it should be super fun. So start with this little icebreaker here, just to get you warmed up. Hey Jack, my comment showed up on the screen. Your comment. What do you mean? What do you mean, brother? Okay, so just to get you started here, I have 6 questions here. They're kind of like a this or that type of question. Kind of, guess I'd call this segment hot takes. I don't know. You're like my guinea pig here. But basically, I'm going to give you 2 things. I'm going to say, X or Y, and you're going to say which one you prefer. And the idea,
worst Pokemon games ever.
The idea is to answer these like somewhat quickly. They're going to be like super random things. And there's only a few of them. A test just to see which one your favorite. So, first off, dogs or cats?
Cats.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Hot dog or hamburger?
Hamburger.
Console or PC? Oh, I knew this would be going for you because you're like,
all right, if you had asked me this question a year ago, I would have said console.
But now you're a PC guy.
I have to say PC. Now.
Okay,
I have to say PC.
Fair enough. All right, this one's specifically for Aang. Peach or Daisy?
What? We know this. I already answered this question. It's Daisy. It's Daisy. Anyone that says Peach is a moron. No offense.
Oh my god. Yeah, I had to get this like Peach poster because I lost in Jump King. I'm not proud of it, but I had to buy it. It was a deal I made. It's on the ground. I'm gonna put it on the wall soon. I just don't have like things to put on the wall. It's like super small in the background there.
On the ground. Don't worry about it. Now, I mean, if you get a Daisy poster, though, put that on the wall. I like that.
Aang's already pissed. Look at that. He tried to get him kids. All right, and then last one. Super important question.
Okay.
Phineas or Ferb?
Ferb, right? I mean, like,
it's got to be Ferb. It's got to be Ferb.
Ferb, right?
Ferb.
I relate to Ferb on a spiritual level.
Yeah, exactly. So. It's got to be Ferb. I wrote that down, and I was like, nah, that's too easy. It's got to be Ferb every day. Every day.
Yeah, a little underhand toss.
Absolutely. All right, sir. Now we're a little warmed in. We're a little broken into our shoes, our pants, our seats. So, yeah, absolutely. A little shimmy.
Oh
yeah. Sir. So I have some questions for you, specifically about you. Okay.
Okay.
If you could, this is a very broad question, but how'd you get here? What's the Ethan lore? What's the Ethan backstory? What was give me a brief summary of Ethan, who is Ethan? How did we get on Twitch? All that good stuff.
Well, I mean, 23 years ago, I clawed my way out of my mother's. Never mind. Sorry, I'm not going to go that far back.
With claws, nice. You had tactics.
Yeah.
You had a tech.
I chewed my way out of the fun. Anyway. No, I mean I mean, so I built my computer a couple years ago, and streaming something that I was interested in watching. I watch a lot of Vtubers, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
I love anime,
like Hollow Live and stuff.
Hololive, yeah,
Right.
in particular. I love Hololive a lot. I don't watch them as much anymore because now if I have a choice now between watching my friends or watching Hololive,
Right.
I pick my friends.
Right. Every time.
Yeah, every time. So I have kind of fallen off of that a little bit, but that was my main inspiration for streaming.
That's cool.
In fact, like I wanted to be a VTuber originally, but I didn't have the money or the patience to get it set up.
You also have to you have to pay someone to do art, or you could do it yourself. I don't know how to do that. But,
yeah,
that's a lot.
Not everyone's as talented as La Famosa Kitty Rosa.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
It's just built different. But
some people are just built that way, whatever.
But yeah, no, I mean, like I started doing webcam stuff because I was like, because the way I saw it was I just wanted to get going. I just wanted to start. So I just kind of went rolling with it, and then yeah, it's just kind of been going like that ever since. So.
Yeah. That makes sense. So you kind of saw VTubers, you're in Hollow Live, all that kind of good stuff, and then you just kind of wanted to keep it going from there, which is super cool. I think that's something that's super nice. So I have a question here that and again, this is kind of from Aang here. More again about the origin of you. He has exposed me to a channel by the name of Mr. Sticks.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Have you Yes. So Mr. Sticks is the only. So it's currently so I've had in my time on the internet since I was a wee lad. I think everyone's been this way at some point in their lives. I've had a number of YouTube channels. I've had a number of attempts. There some of the YouTube channels have content up there that y'all don't know about.
Oh, like unlisted or just like hidden channels?
No, it's up there, all right. I had a Let's Play channel back in middle school.
Oh my god!
And it is something else. But
absolutely. I had a couple channels as well, like when I was younger too. That's like super cringe. That like will not hopefully ever be found.
Like oh man, like I had in elementary school, I had a YouTube channel inspired by like a lot of those like Smosh type channels back in the day.
Yeah.
That would do skits and whatnot. There's a video. I mean, it's gone now. I deleted it because I wish I had unlisted it now in hindsight, but I just deleted it at the time because I was embarrassed by it.
Yeah, cringe. It's the whole cringe thing.
Yeah, like when your like face like sucks into itself.
Right. Exactly. You like literally. I don't know if you've done this. Like when I've looked at like an old video or even just like. Yeah, just old video. Like literally, I physically cringe and I can't help it. Like I have never actually like I say, oh, this is cringe as a meme. I've never actually physically cringed to anything other than my own like old stuff. It's like an involuntary reaction. I don't know. But
no, I completely agree. But I mean, there's a video. There was a video of me at one point in time where I, as like a 5th grader, was dressed up like a girl. Like I dressed myself up like a girl and had my brother playing me. He was like me in the context of the video, if that makes any sense.
Right.
And it was like How to Get a Girlfriend is what the video was called. And I was playing the role of the girlfriend.
That could be so funny.
Yeah. I mean, like I like I said, I wish I hadn't deleted it so I could rewatch it. But I mean, it is what it is.
Now I feel like now you've taken such a good route to all of this because I feel like now you like embrace that side of yourself. With like the whole like I mean like not to like bring up like the maid costume is like one of the first things like I was introduced to.
I'm not ashamed of that.
I
like
and it's like I think you like embrace it, and I think that's something that's super cool because I think a lot of people like myself included are like super. I don't know. I'm just not as good at like. I think something you do really well is like taking something that most people would be like, oh yeah, like I'd be embarrassed to do that. And this sounds like a backhanded compliment now. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying like. It's just like I don't know. You have so much confidence in like what you're doing, and it makes it funny. It makes it like super entertaining. Where it's like if someone tried to do that with like half as much confidence as you doing it, it would be cringe. But it's like you do it like in an ironic way that's like super funny. And I love it. I think you're really good at it now, and I think all the backstory has paid off. All these like sort of skits and things.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do. I don't know. I mean, every idea I've ever had on the channel has come from viewers and stuff. Like Ingai and Ikinobi can attest that everything pretty much has been
Dude, freaking
compounding
Yahtzee.
after.
I love the Yahtzee. It's like my favorite. It is my favorite redeem. I was there when I first like was in your channel, and it was like I was like, this is the most genius idea ever. Like this is peak streaming. This is it.
I don't know about that, but I like the Yahtzee. It's funny to me where Yahtzee started, because it was originally a way to kill my Pokemon in a Pokemon playthrough, and it has since evolved into a way to just kill my wallet by taking $5 out every time they fucking get it. So I mean, and it's always Ingdai too. It's always him. He gets it every time. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. It's cool.
That's so funny.
Anyway.
Hey, at least it's staying on theme with its original use of death. You know, death of something.
That is
Pokemon
true,
wallet.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
Certainly.
the Yahtzee of death, I
Certainly.
guess. Yeah, no, I think you just have a lot of like the best clips I've ever seen. Just because like so many things, like when you tune into one of your streams, it's like so many things. Anything can happen. It just feels like anything can happen, and I freaking love it. I love it. It's great. I wanted to kind of Aang, just before we went live, I'm gonna stop talking about Aang because, you know, who cares about Aang? Like, come on.
What's about that guy?
But he did ask me to mention this to you, and so I will. And he wanted me to mention, he said, just while we're talking being wholesome here, he said, can you tell Ethan that he's like made me a better person? And I said, yeah, of course. So he wanted you to know that. And he said, Ethan's made me a better person. He's made me a less toxic person, all this sort of things. He can correct me, obviously. I mean, he's here. But, and Ikenobi said you were stubborn to change but he agreed to 3 roles. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Well, I really like building on. I'm really grateful to everybody that I've met, and you know, and talking about Ingai, like he like has been around for almost an entire year now, and it's just so funny to me how like little instances, and I'm sure you can attest to this as well as a streamer yourself, like
Absolutely.
how there like little moments that seem like nothing at the time snowball into huge life-changing things.
Exactly.
And like now Ingai is like is a good friend. He's a part of my life. Like he's someone that I care about. And he went from being just somebody who popped into a chat like on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's just bananas to me, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just really, streaming has been something that has fundamentally changed everything about me, and I, you know, and I hope that in some way, kind of like Ingai, it's able to change other people as well. You know? So,
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah.
I think it's something that's super cool. I think it's just like there's so many. I was honestly surprised when I came on Twitch, and like there's so much positivity, especially because like we're all like smaller streamers. Obviously, like we're not Pokemon out here, but like or Ninja or whatever. But you know, like I just so much positivity, and I know like both of us engage with like a lot of Vtubers and stuff on Twitch and too. And it's like just in those communities, I think they're like super close knit and like super positive, and everyone's like so supportive. Yeah. I just think it's super cool. I didn't expect that. Like I didn't know what to expect from Twitch, but I kind of assumed it was like Twitter, where it could be like super toxic. But even like Twitter, if you follow the right people, like it's I don't know. It's been like surprisingly positive. Like everyone I've met, I felt like has made me happier. Like, you know, viewers, streamers, whoever. Like I don't know. I feel like there's really cool people.
100%.
I think it's something super cool. But
yeah, no, definitely.
Okay, so one more question about this, and then we'll take some of these questions from the chat as well. But one more question I wanted to say is so I have 2 ways to go about this. No, I'll go with this one. I was thinking about one, but we'll slide that in later. So what's your like? Where do you see yourself in 5 years in regards to like Twitch? Like what would you think you'll be like still streaming like every day? Because like I think that'd be super cool. I think I'd love to see you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. I that's the dream, right? Like
absolutely.
the idea is that it keeps going. And obviously, you know, life is gonna, stuff happens. You never know what's gonna be going on tomorrow. But I mean, presently that is the dream. I love
Right.
doing this. I love the people that I've met, and I want to continue working with them.
Right.
People such as yourself, you big cutie.
Freaking little cutie.
But I mean, like, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I think that's the dream for a lot of us out there. Is just to, there's so many streamers out there, but I think I don't know. I think we've met a lot of cool people. I think there's a cool bunch around us. I think that's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah, but yeah, Moth said, I'm happily surprised by how nice Twitch community is too. Yeah, right? Same.
Right? Yeah.
Same.
It's crazy.
All right, let's take some questions from the chat because they've been adding questions. There's 34 questions here. We're not going to go through all of them, obviously. But we're gonna go through and pick out some of them. The first question, I don't know who submitted these. It doesn't tell me, but I see the questions themselves. One of these questions here is it's why do you hate the Aang guy? That's the first question in the queue.
That's the first.
I assume Aang queued it.
It's so funny. We just went from like a wholesome talk about.
I know. I was like, it's the first question. I had to bring it up.
First question. Why do you hate Aang guy?
I had to bring it up.
The answer's super easy. It's because you like Peach, you fucking son of a bitch. Anyway. Oh no.
Oh, did it break?
God, I'm going into the. Yeah, it's going into the Matrix. It's all right.
Okay. It's all good.
Don't worry. This is just a simulation.
It's just a simulation. It's just a test. We're all good. All right. I got a question here. Second question is, what's your favorite pizza? And more importantly, do you think pineapple belongs on it?
My favorite pizza is actually it is a sausage mushroom blend. Ooh, because it's not foul enough with just one of the two. Right. And then does pineapple belong on pizza? No,
really,
it does not.
Really? See, I'm a big pineapple guy.
No, I'm a big pineapple guy as well. I love pineapple. I love it a lot. But the big butt there, and I love big butts. like
Elastigirl or like what? Like
yeah.
Okay. I was trying to think of like
Elastamilf coming in here.
Yeah, Elastamilf. Like I'm talking like, anyway.
Oh man.
I'm trying to get like a range of how big this butt was, but
yes, massive butt. It does not belong on pizza. Here's my thing, right? Pineapple has a very distinct texture. Right. It's got a very distinct flavor. It's sweet. I think it's good. And I just the idea of mixing that with dough and cheese and I just don't understand, right? Yeah. Like it's hard for me to wrap my brain around.
No, I got you.
I mean, people like it.
What do you think about like I know some people eat like bananas with like peanut butter and stuff. Like I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that, but I think there's some hope. Look, I'm an advocate for pineapple on pizza, so I think there's some hope for it because I think there are some things that are super weird that taste good together. But I totally respect your opinion because I agree. It's just like I always think of like the B movie at the beginning where it's like by all laws of aviation they shouldn't be able to fly. It's like pineapple's this way, pizza's this way, but all laws of foodiation like they shouldn't be able to combine. Foodiation? I think they do. Some people think they don't. I couldn't think of the words, so I don't know. I made up one.
No, I love this. Good, I believe you.
Yeah, that's absolutely. All right, we'll do 2 more questions from here, and then we will we'll continue on. Well, actually, we'll do 2 questions here, and then we'll play a little game I have. It's a short, little, simple game. I think you'll like it. But this question's actually really good. It says, what advice do you have for people who want to start streaming but don't have much time? That's a good question.
Don't have much time. Yeah, that's a very good question.
Because you have to put a lot of time into it. It is a time investment for sure.
It is. Yeah, I think because the number one thing about streaming, and I mean, I'm sure you can attest to this as well. I think it's quality, right? I think making sure you've got audio sounding good, making sure you've got scenes looking nice. And I mean, of course, like some people, like a lot of times, maybe you don't want to have a whole like overlay or anything, and then that's fine too. I think the number one thing is audio.
I completely agree.
And like there are ways to to make your even like I've got a Blue Yeti which I stream with for a while, and a Blue Yeti it's a bit of it's an investment. I've had it for years.
That's what I have too. I got it rocking it.
It's really good, but I think with any microphone, regardless of the price or the quality or anything, it's all about it's how you filter it. Like OBS has some amazing filters.
Oh yeah,
OBS's audio filtering system is fucking bananas.
Oh, it really is. It really is. People don't even know about them either. Like people don't put filters on. It's like the most underground knowledge for some reason. Like when I first started, I had no idea for like 5 months. And like it was crazy. Someone had to tell me like, Jack, there's filters, right? I was like, what do you mean filters?
Yeah, like, what do you mean? I don't have to sound like a crusty bitch.
Exactly, and it makes it so much better. Yeah, audio is
so
definitely
much better.
key. But I think
audio I think is number one.
Absolutely. I think it's definitely like a money investment too, but I think that people like will say, oh, I want to stream, but then they use that as kind of an excuse. Like I definitely did a while ago, but people be like, oh, like I don't want to buy a setup, I don't want to buy this, buy that. It doesn't have to be like the bougiest thing ever. Obviously, quality is something you want, but at the same time, it's like you also don't have to have a camera. Like, I mean, there's so many people.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They're like even like the whole VTubing community. I mean, I don't know. You just don't need to have a camera. I think audio is number one. And obviously just have a PC that can handle it, which doesn't need to be like top tier or anything like that, especially if you're streaming on a console, because then the PC doesn't have a lot of the stress. I don't know. I think that people who say they don't have a lot of time, this might go a little deep. It might not be about the time. It might be about the priorities, but maybe that's just
100%.
I don't know. You have to make it a priority, or else it's not going to happen.
If it's something you actually want to do, and like this is the case for anything, right? Not just streaming.
Right.
Like if you have like a dream of any kind, you just have to get started with it, right?
You have to.
I mean, because like, and I mean, I'm guilty of this myself. Like, I want to be a voice actor, and I don't take any steps to to fixing that.
Everyone has that
and
kind
that's
of stuff
on me. But like when it like I don't know, like my youngest brother, he's also streams as well. He's still in high school. He's about to graduate, but like he struggles a lot with finding time on top of all the other things.
Yeah, it can be hard.
It can be challenging for sure, but I think, even if it's just on weekends, even if it's just once a week.
Right. Just because something consistent. Like, I mean, I think consistency is nice to have, like, just dedicate, at least start. I think it's a good time, what you're saying, like once a week at least. Start with once a week and just try to do that consistently. And if it goes well, bump it up to twice a week, if you think you can manage it or whatever. But I would say, I think what you're saying is absolutely right. I think it's just a matter of you just need to get started, really.
Yeah. And the other thing too, and a lot of people, watching now, or anybody in the future that's watching this, another big thing is getting into communities and stuff, much like the wonderful Jack Penguin Idlu.
Yes.
TM copyright. Anyway, it's something that I wish I had known about when I started, because it wasn't until you rated me that and actually fast forward, even like it wasn't even until like the Jeopardy, the one Jeopardy game, that it really hit me, just the value of community and getting to know people.
Absolutely. And now you like collab all the time.
Yeah.
And it's super nice.
And so even if you don't have the time to stream right now, and you want to start in the future, being a part of communities and laying the foundation is a fantastic way to do that, because people will support you. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
A lot of people, I'll never understand it. The people that come into people's chats and self-promote. Like they'll just come in and be like,
"It's so stupid, bro. It's so dumb.
They
just
talk
please."
For like a minute, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm going live now," and I'm just like, "Okay,
dude."
Like,
I'm like, "All right, see ya." They're like, "Yeah,
okay, cool, dude."
Yeah,
like,
it happens all the time. Like, it'll be like a chat from first time viewer. It's like, "Okay, oh, by the way, I'm going live." I'm like, "Hope it goes well, man."
Yeah, good luck, man. Don't think anyone here's gonna come, but whatever, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you're part of the community, like I know with Ingai, is such a valuable member of like both our communities now. And I remember when he started streaming, like everybody went. Like, all the regulars.
Yeah,
went,
of course, because he's a part of the community.
We want to support him,
Right,
like,
exactly.
So,
I think you have a really good point. Even if you can't stream yet because of time, or maybe you don't want to stream, or you're not sure if you want to do it or not, I think you're right. Join a community. There's so many streamers like us, like so many smaller people, like streamers that like are building a community, and like especially when it's like before affiliate, it's like all you want is like, if you just that's all you want, like you're just trying to hit that average 3 viewers, like that's it.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's like getting the average 3 viewers is like, dude, this is gonna take forever, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. This is a task. It's like, how do you get people in here?
Just have another Twitch account on your phone, just like watch it at the same time.
It's like I don't know how to get this number up, bro. And it's like, it happens. You gotta be patient. You gotta at least stream once a week, or just join a community. I think these are all super good things. I think that was super good. Okay, sir, I have a question, or not a question. I have there's so many questions here. We're gonna do a speed run of these questions toward the end of this as well. But we're gonna we have in fact a little game I've created here, and I've stolen it from somewhere. I don't know what the show's called, but I've stolen it from, oh god, okay. It's one of the Smosh brothers, not Anthony. and he had a show,
Ian,
in which he did this sort of thing, and I thought it was super funny, and I wanted to do it too. I forgot. I saw it like 4 years ago, so it's like in the depth of my memory, and I don't remember anything about it. But I was like, oh, that'd be such a good idea, especially for Ethan too. So last night, Ethan, I internet stalked you, and I was on your Twitter, and I scrolled, and I found some tweets.
Oh no.
And so today I have 3 tweets of yours, but I have gotten rid of a word, and I wanted to see how well you know your own tweets, and see if you can fill in the word that's missing. Maybe you know it really well. Maybe you'll smash it. Maybe it'll be hard.
Maybe.
So up here,
maybe we will.
I have a little box for you, and we just have 3. I mean, you can see my OBS things, and we just have 3, and I want to see. It's called Who Posted That? Yes, that is what it's called. I love this game. Yes, it's that one. It's that one, Blast. Yes, thank you. That was in my memory for so long. Oh wait, what Blast say? My thing is I have really bad social anxiety, offending people. Blast, we should talk about this after stream. We should. But regardless, here we are. Tweet number 1. I've left a blank here, but this is something you tweeted, and I have my notes here. This was a tweet you made on, I can tell you when you tweeted it too. You made this tweet on May 9th, 2021. May 9th, 2021. You tweeted,
oh my god.
You tweeted, what if instead of our feet we had blank on our stumps? What do you think you've put in that blank on your tweet?
What should I possibly? I have no idea.
If it helps, it was May of last year. This is your tweet.
Before I answer this, I just want to clarify. I went through a phase on Twitter where my little brother told me that I should start shit posting. He's like, you just gotta go he's like, one way to build your community is to every day just put some shit on Twitter. And I'm like, okay.
I for sure have grabbed all 3 from that phase. For sure.
Oh god, instead of feet we had I have no idea. I guess I'm gonna say hands. I know it's not hands.
You would think it'd be hands. I don't have the answer on my scene, but you actually said, what if instead of feet we had snails on our stumps?
Snails on our stumps? Are you serious?
Yes.
All right, so I completely forgot that I said that. But very recently, I have asked my coworkers if they would rather have like snails for fingers or slugs for feet. Which I think is really funny that my brain just lives in that fucking space.
You love snails. I mean, it's in the unconscious.
I just have a snail thing, I guess.
If you were a VTuber, I guess you'd be like a snail theme, I guess. I don't know.
A slug tuber, I like that. Okay.
All right. Yeah. That's number 1. We have 2 more to go here. So we have a second tweet here. Oh, so you've said F a blank, and the blank here is a Pokemon. That's your hint for this one. So you've just said F this Pokemon, and it was from April 4th, 2021. And do you know what Pokemon?
I know exactly what this is. There's something hilarious, but it's fuck Pelipper.
It is
that stupid bitch Pelipper, who is one of my least favorite Pokemon ever. And it was so funny to me because the Pelipper Twitter account commented, they just said ratio.
There's no way. I didn't even see that.
It killed me. I was like,
I didn't even see that. That's so funny. Why do you hate Pelipper? Do you just hate the drizzle and everything?
Oh my god, it sucks. So I used a Pelipper once. I actually didn't have a strong opinion on Pelipper until it was Sun and Moon, or maybe even Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But Pelipper got a whole overhaul in that generation where it got Drizzle, which is it's a fantastic ability. Right. And Pelipper gets Hurricane too, which is 100% accurate in Drizzle, rain.
Right.
So mentally I was like, this is going to be a great Pokemon. Then I used it. And I learned to my dismay that Pelipper is a heaping pile of dog shit with wings and cannot do any damage to anything, even in rain.
It has like, is it good? It's good defensively, like special defensively, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
All right.
It's not like great.
You think it's gonna live a Thunderbolt?
Yeah. No, it's not gonna live a Thunderbolt.
I hate Pelipper.
Yeah.
It's so inferior to oh shit, what's the Palpitoad? What's that thing's name? I can't remember. Not Palpitoad, it's Politoed.
Politoad? Oh dude, I love Politoad. What a cutie of a Pokemon. I
love Politoad. Better design, better stats.
It's so jolly. Oh, I love Politoad.
It's so jovial.
I thought you were gonna say, well, never mind. Okay, last tweet here. So you got 1 point. out of 3, which isn't bad. That's
Good.
that's 50%. That's almost passing. So if we go, okay, last tweet here. This is hard, to be fair. This is harder than people may think. But this last tweet is from the next day after that you tweeted that Pelipper one, I think, or was it the day prior? It was the day prior, actually. And you said, I could use a really good blank. And I'll give you a hint, it is not hug. I look at that, I think maybe it's hug. It's not hug. You said, I could use a really good blank. Yes, you can, I believe.
Good
Thunder hits 100% in rain, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does, yeah. Pelipper actively kills itself in the rain. That's really cool. Anyway, God, I have no idea. I could really use a good... I'm imagining it's got to be something food, right? Is it food?
It's not food. I'll tell you that. It's not food. It is something quite random.
I don't know. Oh my God. I could really use a good.
What could you use a good of? Like, I mean, maybe a vodka. Maybe it's a vodka or something. I don't know. It's not, but maybe really it is. You know.
I could really use a good. I did spanking. We'll say spanking.
Spanking is a good guess. That's a really good guess. It's actually, you're not too far off. It was, I could use a really good wiping. I saw that tweet and I was like, this is perfect.
I would never have guessed that.
Spanking's close though. I mean, you're in the realm. Stop helping him, chat. My buddy's on the line.
I could really use a good wiping. What the fuck?
Hey, you tweeted it. Don't look at me.
I wish I could go back in time and and figure out what was going through my head when I did that.
I thought it was pretty funny. So that'll include this little Twitter segment. I honestly didn't expect you to get any. So the fact you got one is like pretty impressive. That's like something that's really hard to do. So
that Pelipper one is forever. It's in there.
Yeah, that tweet it was just 2 words, but I was like, this feels like there's a lot of emotion behind it. So like, I think it'll be a good one. Okay. Let's take a couple more questions from chat. We're gonna kind of try to speed run these because there's like a lot, and I'm not gonna get through all of them, but we'll try to get through a handful of them, and then I have a few closing questions for you, and then we'll wrap it up. All right. So we'll take a few more from chat. We still have 37 in here, so we're gonna speed run these. Let's see. Like half of these are definitely Aang talking about himself. And I'm not. Aang, we've talked about you enough, okay? God. No. Okay. Oh, wait. What? Wait. Oh, someone said, hi, YouTube. Oh, wait. Sorry, I gotta ask a question. What's your favorite animal? So what's your favorite animal, Ethan? That's a fast one, hopefully.
Favorite animal? Okay, I like spiders. They're my favorite.
Spiders? I count them. I throw them in there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You just always like spiders, or?
I started when I was in middle school. We had an orb weaver spider that was outside of our garage, and they make the most beautiful webs. Like, I mean, it's just
like
gorgeous.
Charlotte's Web kind of deal?
Kinda, yeah. Like every day there'd be a different pattern on there.
That's super cool, actually. I've never thought about spiders like that.
And so, it got me thinking. I was like, they're just fascinating to me, right? And they're super intelligent. Like they can, like one of my favorite stories is about a black widow spider that its arm got torn off a little bit, and to help continue, killing its prey, it actually fashioned a silk cast for itself out of its webbing. And so its arm was fixed so it could continue doing it.
That's so nice. Brilliant. That's actually really cool. Like the fact that, because like obviously you think it's like a human, it's like, yeah, I have like the cognition to do that, but like for a spider, I don't know, that's something that's super cool.
I mean, like imagine you just shit on your arm and then it like literally makes it better, and you just keep going.
That's
like,
so awesome. Nice. That's like a built-in cast system. Like, well, cast system. Wow, that's something different. You know what I meant. How does that even come up like that? Yes. Anyway. Okay, we got some fun questions here. This one says, how did you become so hot? How did you get so hot?
No, I don't know about that. Oh boy. No, I'm really not. I don't know how to answer this question.
I'd say you're a cutie. I'd say you're a cutie. But the next one says, it just simply says, Ethan, are you actually over 6 foot? ... We all know you're 5'10".
That's so. Who said that? Was it?
I don't even know. I'd have to go back and chat.
Oh my god,
see.
one of those schmucks. No, I am 6'4". My driver's license says 6'5" because I was a bit of a clown. I did clown a little bit. But no, you know.
What do you mean? Do you like stand your tippy toes or like you just like give yourself?
I don't know. I think at the time there was some discrepancy between we had gone to several places and they had told us differing things, and my dad was just like, well, just round up because you may as well. And I was like, okay. So now officially I am 6'5" to the government.
So hype. That's so hype.
But I'm 6'4" everywhere else.
Dude, so. Freaking tall, dude. Literally. All right. Wait. I don't even know what this question means, but hopefully you will. This question. This question says, why do you have Mr. Morgan in a piggy?
Captain Morgan in a piggy.
Oh, Captain Morgan in the piggy, right there.
I mean, there's a lot of symbolic messaging here. Firstly, it's my rum ham.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Captain Morgan.
That's okay. I like
I'm
that.
Sorry. He gets upset
it
when
makes
I touch
noises.
him abruptly. Yeah. This is my rum ham. I love it very much. And also, I think it adds a lot of personality to the pig, which was a fantastic find at a Goodwill. I got this thing for less than $4.
That is super hype.
It's just one of my favorite things ever.
Is it meant for that? Is it just meant to hold just stuff in general, or is it like meant to hold?
It's meant for like Halloween candy. Oh, gotcha. It's supposed to be like kids will reach in and take candy, and the movement will cause this thing to go off. No, I think you're using it better here. To be honest, I think you found a better way to use it. Actually, yes, I'm a big fan.
This is okay. This one says, I'm gonna actually change this question. I have a question for you. Who is number one waifu?
Number one waifu.
In your opinion?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
At least like someone that's in top 3. You know what I mean?
Top 3. I mean, I can go through top. I'll do top 5.
Yeah, go for it.
Or at least attempt to do a top 5. 02 is up. Or you can't see her on my thing, but she's up there. She's fantastic. There's a character recently from Final Fantasy 14 that I've been playing, Yotsuyu, if you're familiar with that game.
I'm not, but I've seen the cutie. I've seen the cuteness.
She's a dommy mommy. Like her step on my nuts.
Anyway, I know that's how you like him. Let's go. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Right. Oh shit! I'd really have to think about it actually. Now that I have to like sit down and think about my waifus. Those are the only two that. All right. I'm gonna mix video games in here too because I can't just do. I already did it with Final Fantasy. But, Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII. Right. Jill Valentine from Resident Evil.
Wait, is that the new? No. What's the like new Resident Evil one? The one everyone was like super hype about, like the hot like spooky witch lady. I never played Resident Evil.
Oh, Lady Dimitrescu.
That one.
Resident Evil 8. Yeah, I mean she can crush me with places.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Jill is number one. I love Jill Valentine. She was from Resident Evil 1, which was the first Resident Evil that I played.
Oh yeah.
So I love Jill a lot.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do those 4. I think that's probably those are the big 4.
I like that. I like that a lot. We got a question that says ASMR when. ASMR.
I can't even do it. I can't even do it because my microphone doesn't. It's mono, so I can't even do like the stereo. Button.
Oh, that's so sad.
Hey there, guys. How's it going? It's Ethan.
Anyway, I like that. I like that. Question here. I really pray you understand. Ethan, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Oh god, I don't remember what's the exact quote from the movie.
I don't know. I'm just happy you know the movie.
Flying southward. I don't even remember what it was.
I have no idea. It was on one of my tests recently, like last semester. My professor like put it as like an extra credit question on our final for our exam last semester. Yeah. And I just wrote like I love Monty Python because I didn't know what it was, like the quote from the movie.
Bring out your dad.
Oh my god, that's like half of these are about Aang. Okay. This one, okay, we'll end on this one for these questions. Oh no, actually, this is a nice one. We'll do this nice one. What anime did you enjoy lately? Like, what's like an anime you've watched recently that you really enjoyed?
Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of time to watch too many shows because I've been
keeping up with like busy. Demon Slayer and AOT or anything. like the new seasons?
No, I need to. I know my friend actually told me to get back into Demon Slayer. I still haven't seen the movie. I mean, I watched the first season,
right,
but I haven't seen the movie, and I haven't even started the second season. But
yeah, I need to start in general. But
I know this year Komi-san, if anyone's familiar with that, has recently come out on Netflix. That's a really good show. And then Dragon Maid had its second season this year. There were a lot of good second seasons actually, because I think there was a Villainess show that had a second season as well. And I watched Girls und Panzer. I think that's how you say that. Panzer, Girls und Panzer, Girls in
Tanks.
Me.
Sure.
Girls with big party tanks shooting and drinking tea. And that was really good.
What a combo. That's truly a good combo.
It's really good.
No, we can not asking the questions about Aang. We've talked about him enough. God. No.
Probably from me.
Okay. So I think that'll be we skipped through most of these questions. All right, we have a couple more questions and then we'll wind things down. Okay, so let's see. I've written down a lot of topics on a sticky note here, and I'm just kind of picking and choosing what we haven't talked about yet. Oh, okay, this is a random question that should be a quick answer. I noticed again while I was on your Twitter or on your Twitch, and I've noticed this before, and I've always wanted to ask this.
Okay,
it should be a simple question though. Why I first of all, I love it. I don't want you to like come it from a place of like, oh, is he criticized? No, I love it. But like, what inspired you to put the like Master Uruguay like banner? Because it's like on your YouTube too, just with like an anime girl and stuff, and like your Twitter and everything.
Yeah. Well, firstly, I love Kung Fu Panda. It is a masterpiece.
Phenomenal movie. Phenomenal. I love it.
Film.
I never saw Kung Fu Panda 3, but I like 2 as well.
You're not missing too much, but I mean, all three of them are good in their own ways. The first 2 are exceptional.
Oh yeah.
But that scene in particular really speaks out to me, and I was inspired by a different creator who at the time had something similar in his background.
It's so funny because I know you have one with your face on it. I think that's your Twitch one, and then one of them is the Twitch one. I think the YouTube one is the anime girl. Mm-hmm. I think it's so funny. I love it.
Yeah, it was originally the anime one on both, but I was Morgan, literally just Morgan, who's a viewer,
right?
Had she had mentioned that it might be best to not scare away newer people by having big anime bahonkangaloos on screen.
Oh, not the bahonkaladonkas.
I was like, I'll take it off of Twitch at the very least, but it'll stay up for YouTube.
That's so funny. I like it. I'm a persistent fan. I've always been curious as to like the origin of it, so that's good. Okay, and then last thing I want to talk about really is what were your first of all, there is a new Pokemon Direct coming in 3 days. I think.
Sunday, right?
Sunday, right? Sunday, 9 a.m. EST. I think. I don't know. No, I might be wrong, but something around there. I don't know what they're even going to talk about. I don't know if you have any more insight on that, but I'm really pumped. I can't imagine if they come out there and start talking about some cafe mix. I don't care about Pokemon cafe mix. They said it's like what 14 minutes of footage, I think, or something like that.
I haven't. So I didn't actually look and see the details on it. I mean, if it's only 14 minutes, then I'd imagine it's going to be just an update real quick. I doubt they're going to announce anything super new.
Because like I'm trying to think. I mean, like what could they add to Legends Arceus? Like that would.
I'd imagine like a new area or something. Like I mean, I imagine they might announce DLC for that because that's their big game for the year. Right. I think a new game wouldn't really be announced until later on.
I agree.
I think as long as we keep our expectations pretty low, which you should always have your expectations low going into anything Nintendo and Game Freak related. But
like the last Nintendo Direct. What were your thoughts on the last one?
On the last one, I actually thought it was exceptional. I thought it was probably like a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, because I mean, like I didn't go into it expecting anything huge, because like most of what we could be excited about either we already knew about, like Kirby, or had already come out, like Legends Arceus or something, right?
I think the big things... Yeah, sorry, go ahead. No, you got it.
Well, I was just to say, like, I think a big thing, if they had shown Breath of the Wild 2, it would have probably taken it to like a 9 out of 10.
Right.
But for what it was, and I'm a big fan of JRPGs, and Square Enix always rolls up to the Nintendo Directs with their big schlongus out and hands me whatever I want. So I'm like, okay, thank you.
Right.
And so
no, I think that's super cool. I think the two big things obviously were like Nintendo Switch Sports. A lot of people were talking about that, which I didn't play the beta. I don't know. I might get it. I might not. And then I don't know how you feel about it, but I don't know if you like. I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm not a super big fan that there aren't Mii's, because the Switch has
Right.
Mii's available.
Right. That makes me so mad, because when you play Mario Kart, you can use your Mii, but you can't.
Exactly right.
That doesn't make any sense. I guess it's just like because it's I don't know actually. And then cause like there's Switch Sports. There's freaking obviously like the Mario like soccer game, which I played soccer like my whole life, so I'll probably get it. I know a lot of like people around me might not necessarily be getting it. The Super Strikers, is that what it's called? I'm so bad at remembering.
Strikers, yeah.
Strike. And then what was the other game that was? I know there's multiple games, but the other thing that was super.
Xenoblade was the other big.
Xenoblade was a big one for a lot of people. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. I thought it was good. Mario Kart 8 DLC, yeah, that too, of course.
That was so funny. I mean, because like,
how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the Mario Kart 8 DLC? I have mixed opinions, but
personally, it makes complete sense.
Right.
Like, why on earth would they release Mario Kart 9 and sell less than releasing Mario Kart 8 DLC? It's probably their best selling game at this point. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm pretty sure Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold more copies than like anything else they've ever put out.
Because it was on Wii U, right? And it came out like forever ago, I think, or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Switch Sports, yeah, or Wii Sports, is that because that was just built in with the Wii. But like I mean, Mario Kart 8 is like the deluxe version on the Switch. I think I'm pretty sure I'd have to look at the numbers again, but it is sold like almost 20 million units or something, right?
Oh yeah, and it's something crazy.
Like that that install base is huge. So to make DLC and sell the DLC, you're gonna make way more money than selling a brand new game. Like people are more inclined to buy like a $20 DLC pack for a game they already own than they are to spend another $60 on a brand new game that has less content. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Absolutely.
So I think it just makes sense, and I know Ingai was disappointed they didn't announce Mario Kart 9.
Right.
But I'm excited about it, and I think people should be excited about it because it's nice that they're supporting a game like that. You know, I know it's kind of weird that it's.
I don't mind it because like even like Sword and Shield, they did like obviously you had to pay for like DLC. Like it's always like the extra $30, and I liked like Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor. Was it worth $30 for me? I don't know. This Mario Kart 8 thing seems to have a lot of content in it though. Like you're doubling the amount of tracks in the game.
A lot of content.
I get it that it's taken like why it's taking so long. It's like 2 years or something that they're going to be like releasing the tracks shortly. It's kind of a bummer to me. Like I don't want to like be overcritical of it. It's kind of a bummer because it's like, you know, it's like 2 years. It's like after 2 years it'll all be out. But it's like in that 2 year time you're putting out new tracks. It's like you could be working on Mario Kart 9. Now I get like to your point that from a business standpoint it makes more sense to just do this. But I you know, I don't know. I'm not like the hugest Mario Kart fan. Hugest, it's not a word, but you know,
sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's good enough. But I don't know. I was a bit disappointed, but at the same time, very excited. I'm very conflicted about it. I just wanted your thoughts on it too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've about run through our time here. Just about. I'm gonna see if there's any more last final questions in here that I find like super interesting or anything like that. And then I have one last sort of, I guess, task. I don't want to say a task, but something for you to do. Last question, maybe. I don't know.
My homework. Oh golly.
Yeah. So do question 3 of my homework. No. Okay. This is an important clarifying question from earlier. Why do you think Daisy's the best character or better than Peach?
It's kind of like asking, like, do you enjoy eating just plain, generic, basic white bread without anything on it that chokes you on the way down? Or would you rather have a delicious peanut butter coated sandwich with butter all over it, just bursting with flavor and excitement? It's kind of like that. Which of those two would you prefer? I'll tell you what I want. I want the peanut butter fucking bread that's gonna taste super good and make me happy. I like that analogy a lot. That's good. That's very good. Okay, so with all that being said, I just want to get that last question out. I think we'll be wrapping things up here. So I see Blast real quick. Blast. No, go for it. I have not seen High School DxD. My brother has. I've seen clips from it. Let me tell you, it is cultured material. And I think everyone should watch it at least once. I need to get on it. So
yeah, there's so many animes I feel like I need to get on too. Like I've only seen Death Note. I've still only seen Death Note. I've been saying this for like a year now. But yeah, there's like all that stuff. Everyone talks about all these great animes. I hear the names all the time. I get the general gist of them. They sound great. But yeah, okay. So this is we're final thing here, and it might be a little bit of pressure, but you're gonna be the first person I'm asking this to. I'm gonna be asking this to every person that comes on this show at the very end. But you don't get the opportunity of, it's unexpected for you. Other people might see it coming. In 5 words or less, if you could give generic advice to the world at large, what would be your advice to people in 5 words or less?
In 5 words.
In 5 words or less. Obviously, this isn't going to be something like super like meaningful. You could meme it. It could be something super deep if you want. Good luck doing that in 5 words. But in 5 words or less, what is your advice to the world? What is something you could say to the people in 5 words or less to, I don't know, have some sort of impact? It's challenging. I know. But I know I've put you on the spot here.
Dreams. Don't let's stay. Yes.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Magnificent work. Yeah, it's gonna be super good. We're gonna ask everyone that question, and we're gonna like make a montage of them all, and we're gonna get all this streamer's advice in 5 words. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be super fun. But yeah, thank you so much, Ethan. For claps all around.
Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely.
This is such a huge honor. Thank you.
Yeah, no, this is amazing. This is our first ever episode of Polarized. It's gonna be weird naming a show, but here we are. The second best podcast in the world, right behind Impaulsive. And yeah, thank you so much for coming on. It was super fun having you. And yeah, we should play games sometime or something.
We need to. Yes, I know.
We gotta get on that. Yeah. No, you're good, bro. I'm busy too, bro. I'm in school as well. I got things to do out the while. After this, I got like 3 hours sleep last night because I was doing homework and preparing for this. So like, I'm about to go take a fat nap. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in. Have a good time, and I'll see you at some point in the future, I guess.
At some point, yes. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye, Ethan. I love you.